Hey gang, how are you? I know you're probably all missing your Pilates practice terribly, so I am going to do a quick 20-25 minute Pilates session today, record it, send it out, see what you think, so you can follow along. It's just using our basic exercises that we have been doing in class. So just keep up your practice at home, we'll see how it goes. This may be terrible, but we'll go with it. So I just want you to start lying down flat, hands down by the sides. We're just going to start with our breathing. So take your breath in through the nose and out through the mouth with pursed lips. In through the nose and out through the mouth with pursed lips. Bring the hands onto the rib cage, feel that breath, breathing in through the nose. Rib cage expands, breathing out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. So we're going to maintain that breath for the whole practice. I want you to bend up the legs, so we're just going to go into our pelvic tilts. So on a breath out, I want you to tilt the pelvis back towards the tummy, as if you're tipping a bucket of water out the pelvis, and on a breath in to release back. Breath out and breath in. Breath out to tilt back, squeeze the abdominals. Lower back goes closer to the mat, and breath in to release. Breath out and breath in to release. So we're going to take that all the way up into our lift. So we want to take a breath in to prepare, tilt the pelvis back, and on a breath out, sequencing up through the spine. Keep the rib cage down, just coming up to here. Take a breath in there. And on a breath out, sequencing all the way back down, each vertebrae hitting the mat on the way back down. The glutes, the backside are the last thing to hit the mat. And we'll go again, take a breath in to prepare, tilt the pelvis back. Breath out, slowly peeling each vertebrae up off of the mat, keeping the rib cage down onto the shoulder blades. Take a breath in here. And on a breath out, releasing all the way back down. And we go for two more of those. Breath in to prepare, breath out, slowly sequencing up off the mat, onto the shoulder blades. Take a breath in there. And on a breath out, slowly sequence all the way back down. Breath in, tilt back. Breath out, sequence up through the spine. Take a breath in there. And on a breath out, release all the way back down into your neutral spine. We're going to go for our hip openers. So hand onto the right hip. Take a breath in, let the right knee fall out to the side. Outside the foot draws down the mat. Turn the toe in at the bottom and back up. Keeping that right hip stable all the time. Outside the foot, turn the toe in and back up. One more like that. Breath in, release the knee out to the side. Turn the toe in at the bottom and back up. We're going to switch the direction. So with the toe pointed in towards the right leg, you want to let that leg straight out away from you. Turn the knee out and back up, keeping that right hip stable all the time. So just the movement in the left hip. And back up, turn the knee in, turn the toe out and back up. Perfect. Swapping sides, hand onto the left hip, right knee falls out to the side, outside the foot draws down the mat, turn the toe in and back up. So this left hip now is staying nice and stable. You can see in the video it's not moving. That hip stays nice and stable, that knee doesn't move. And turn the toe in and we'll swap the direction. So turn the toe in towards the left leg, draw the foot straight down away from you, turn the toe out and back up. Just opening up those hips. And out. And last one, turn the toe in, outside the foot and draw it back out. Perfect. So just bring the feet together, turn the toes out in a V and the ankles out just to get our alignment right. So we're just going to warm up the upper body. So palms facing flat down, spine is neutral. Take a breath in to bring the shoulder blades up towards the ears. And on a breath out, release back down. It's like the shoulder blades are on wheels, so they're not coming up off the mat. They're staying nice and flat. So breath in to come up. And breath out. Nothing else is moving, only the arms. Breath in. And out. In and out and back to neutral. We bring the hands up. We're just going to bring one arm back at a time. So breath in, drop the right hand back. I know you can't see, but you know this one. Breath out. Breath in, left arm and out. Right arm left arm, and up. Now we're going to bring the legs to tabletop, so take a breath in, bring the right leg to tabletop, and a breath out, the opposite leg comes to tabletop. So we're in this position, we're going to go for our opposite hands and legs. So we're going to get the core working. I want you to keep the abs engaged here, keep the back imprinted if you need to, so lower back on the mat. So breath in, right arm, left leg, and breath out, back in. Left arm, right leg, breath in, and out. So opposite arm, opposite leg, always coming back to the centre, in between. Breath in to go back, and breath out. Breath in, and out. That's it, we'll keep going like this. And out, 2 more each side. Breathing in, and out. Breathing in, and out. And the next one when we go out, we're going to hold it there. And breathe in, both hand and leg hovering. Abdominals squeezed. For 3, 2, 1. Back to centre. Other side. Hover and hold. Squeeze the abdominals for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up. Hug the knees in. Just roll up the lower back for a second. So just getting us warmed up in the abdominals for this workout that's to come. So we bring the legs down, feet together, step the toes out, ankles out. We're going to go for our ab prep, so just working in to the core that little bit more. So hands down by the side, palms facing down. So we're going to go for 4 breaths on this one. So to start, I want you to get into that imprint. So imprinting the lower back, so lower back is engaged with the mat. And you want to make sure that your abdominals are engaged during this, okay? So palms facing down, take a breath in, just nod the head, look slightly forward. And on a breath out, I want you to curl up to look through the legs. Take a breath in here. And on a breath out, releasing all the way. Back down, arms go back down. So we take a breath in to nod the head. And on a breath out, coming up. Make sure you can fit a fist between the chin and the chest. Take a breath in here. And on a breath out, release all the way back down. We're going to bring the legs to tabletop for the next 3. You can keep the legs on the mat, but if you want to challenge yourself more, breath in, bring the right leg to tabletop, breath out, left leg to tabletop. From here, same thing. Breath in, nod the head, breath out, coming up off the mat, look through the legs. Take a breath in here, and on a breath out, releasing back down. Breath in, nod the head, breath out to come up. Breath in here, and breath out, releasing down. Last one. Breath in, nod the head, breath out to come up. Keep that space here. Take a breath in, and on a breath out, releasing all the way back down. Right leg down, toe, heel, left leg down, toe, heel. Perfect. So our abs should be nice and warmed up at this stage. We're going to go for our 100. So we're going to do different variations of the 100, and we're going to break it into 2 rounds of 50 breaths. So for the first 50 breaths, I'm going to keep the legs on the mat. For those of you that want to start with the legs off the mat, then go ahead. So from here, legs stay on the mat. Take a breath in, nod the head, and on a breath out, coming up, imprint the lower back, abdominals are engaged. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Pump the arms from the shoulder. Arms are strong, in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Release all the way back down to the mat. Hug the knees in, roll it out. So you can stay at that level if that's challenging you enough. If you want to take it up a level, we're going to bring the legs to tabletop for this session. So we want to imprint that lower back. Breath in, lift the right leg to tabletop, and breath out, left leg comes to tabletop as well. So when you're in tabletop, make sure that the knees aren't back here. It loses the engagement off of the abdominals. You want to keep them at a 90-degree angle, so long as you can keep the lower back imprinted. So from here, we take a breath in, nod the head, breath out, coming up to look through the legs. Remember, keeping that fist here.
And we'll start pumping the arms in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose, arms strong. Out through the mouth. This one hurts. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Slowly release the head back down, hands down, right leg down and left leg down. Hug the knees in to the chest. So that's our 100. So we're going to leave the abs alone for a second. We're going to go for our one leg circles. So for our one leg circles, you bring the hand onto the right hip, left knee comes in, and we'll keep it bent. No, we'll straighten it out for today, won't we? And turn the toe in if you can. So keeping that right leg bent so the right hip doesn't move. Left arm out like an aeroplane. So take your breath in, you're going to make that small circle as wide as you can go. And breath out, back up. Breathing in, and out. Breathing in, and out. Breathing in, and out. One more this direction, breathing in, and out. Swapping direction, breathing in, and out. So all the movement is coming from that left hip. No movement in the right hip. The right leg is nice and stable. We'll go for two more, breathing in and out. And last one, breathing in and out. Bring that knee in, rest that leg down. Hand onto the left hip, right arm out like an airplane. Bring the right leg in, right leg goes up straight. Turn the leg in. My hamstrings are tight from doing so little Pilates in the last week. So left hip stays down nice and still. So take your breath in, start making those circles and breath out. You can see now in the video how little movement there is in the left side of my body. So here, so all the movement is coming from the right hip. Breathing in and out. Last one this direction. And swapping direction, breathing in. Ooh. And out, cracking hips for me, breathing in and out. Bend the knee if you need to. And out. Two more, breathing in and out. Last one, breathing in and out. Hook the knee in. Hips could be tight from a week of sitting and home and lockdown. So from here we're going to go for our one leg stretch. So take your breath in, we bring the right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop, imprint the lower back. We're going to come up off the mat, so head nod and a breath in and breath out, coming up. So our one leg stretch, so you grab the right leg in, outside hand goes to the outside of the leg, and breath out to swap. Breath in, and out. Try not to hug the knee too far in, so don't come into here, just come in a little bit beyond 90 degrees, and out. Keep that crunch, and out. You should feel this in the abs, and out. That's it. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, rest the head down. Give yourself a little hug here. From here, we're going to go into our rolling like a ball, just 8 repetitions of our rolling like a ball. So bring yourself up to seated. So sitting towards the top of the mat, give yourself space towards the back of the mat. You all have the lovely soft mats that I must get, so this should feel nice on the spine. But we also want to work through the abdominals and keeping those engaged as well. So sitting nice and tall at the top of the mat, what I want you to do is pull your belly button in towards your spine, so we have that nice little C curve. So we're not sitting up tall, nice little C curve, but the abdominals are engaged. So we can bring the legs together to start and keeping the hands on the shins. So we'll take a breath in to roll back and breath out all the way back up. So I'm going to keep the feet off the mat, but you can rest them down each time. So we're going to go for 5 more of those. So breath in to roll back, and breath out. Clearly I'm out of practice. Breath in, and out. Breath in, and out. 2 more, breathing in, and out. Last one, breathing in, and out. Stretch all the way forward. Hands onto the feet. Can't see me. And just feel the stretch down the back of the legs into the lower back. Here you want to feel a nice stretch. So from here we're going to go for our spine twist. So I'm going to get a block. So if you have a block or a book will do, or some of you won't need a block or a book. I needed to help myself to sit up nice and tall in this exercise. So for our spine twist, if you can sit up nice and tall without the block, then go for it. We're going to keep the legs bent to start. Alright, so you want to feel like your ribs are stacked right over your pelvis, so sitting up nice and straight. So you don't want to be back here, sitting up nice and tall. And not just tall in the chest, but the whole way through the body. Alright, keep the legs either bent like this, you can go cross-legged, or you can bring them out here. Whatever is comfortable for you. We're working into the spine as opposed to anywhere else. So I'm going to sit here like this. I'm going to do it from the side view. So we bring the hands out, shoulder blades down, stabilize the shoulder blades, the collarbone. So we're going to take a breath in, and on a breath out, twisting to the left. Keep the arms in line. Take a breath in there, and breath out, twist a little bit more. Take a breath in, and out. Breath in, and breath out all the way back to center. Take a breath in here, and on a breath out, twisting to the right. Take a breath in there, and breath out, twist a little bit more. Breath in there, and breath out to twist. Take a breath in there, and breath out all the way back to center. Keep the abdominals engaged all the time, so pulling in through the core. So we're going to go for another one of those. Take a breath in here, and on a breath out, twisting to the left. Take a breath in there, and breath out to twist. So it's not just the head twisting, it's the whole body. Take a breath in, and out. Both glutes are on the mat, on the block or on the mat. Take a breath in, and breath out back to center. Take a breath in here, breath out to twist to the right. Take a breath in there, abdominals engaged, breath out to twist. Take a breath in here, breath out to twist. Take a breath in here, and breath out back to center. One more each side. Arms are getting tired, but keep it going. Take a breath in here, and breath out to twist to your left. Take a breath in here, breath out to twist. Take a breath in here, breath out to twist. Breath in here, and breath out back to center. Take a breath in here, breath out to twist. Arms are strong. Breath in, and out. Breath in, and breath out. Twist a little bit more. Take a breath in here, and breath out all the way back to center. Roll the shoulders backwards and forwards, just checking on time. Oh God, we're at nearly 20 minutes already. Okay, so we will come down into some extensions, so working into the lower back now. Okay, so I want you to lie down flat on your mat. Bring your hands to the outside of the mat in line with the shoulders, okay? They don't really need to be in line with the shoulders, to be honest, just wherever you can get some movement in the shoulder blades. So if I go up here, all the movement is in my arms. Here, little movement, but when the arms are here, I have good movement in the shoulder blades. Okay, so we're just going to go for our breaststroke prep 1. So the legs are hip width apart or wherever is comfortable. So belly button pulled up towards towards the spine. We've our something underneath, our little thumbtack underneath the belly button. You want to try and touch off of that, so pull the belly button in to engage the abs. Keeping the elbows and the hands down, we're going to go for our breaststroke. So we take a breath in here, and on a breath out, just pushing lightly through the hands, coming up to come onto that fifth rib here. Take a breath in and breath out. Take a breath in at the bottom. Breath out, push through the hands. So just a small extension, looking slightly forward. Take a breath in here and breath out. 3 more like that. Breath in at the bottom. Breath out. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Take a breath in here and breath out. You're not looking for a big extension here. Take a breath in and breath out, coming up. Keep the shoulders down. Take a breath in here and breath out. 1 more like that. Take your breath in here. Breath out, push through the hands, coming up to that small extension. Take a breath in here and breath out. Release back down. Perfect. We're going to go for breaststroke prep 2. So bring the hands down by the sides, palms facing in. So the hands are going to hover. So I want you to pull the shoulder blades back. So if you're down here on the mat, try and pull the shoulder blades back into position. So we take a breath in to prepare, belly button pulled up towards the spine. And on a breath out, I want you to reach your fingers towards your toes. Take a breath in at the top. And breath out, releasing back down. So the intent is to reach those fingertips towards the toes. So pull the shoulder blades back, take a breath in here. And on a breath out, reach the shoulder blades towards the toes. Take a breath in and out. 2 more like that. Breath in, pull the shoulder blades back. Breath out, reach the fingers towards the toes. Keep those feet on the mat. Take a breath in and out. 1 more like that. Breath in, pull the shoulder blades back. Breath out, reach. Take a breath in there. And on a breath out, release all the way back down. Perfect. From there, we're going to go for a single leg extension. So you're going to rest your head down on your hands, shoulders down away from the ears, nice and neutral. And I want you to bring the feet to the outside of the mat with the toes pointing outwards. So single leg extension, all the movement is coming from the leg, not from the lower back. So if you feel any pain in the lower back in this one, just put a little towel in underneath your pelvis, which will give more support and give you that, it's really the movement that you need in your pelvis will allow your legs to come up. So it should take the tension off of the lower back. So with toes pointing outwards, on a breath in, we're going to lift the left leg. And breath out, release back down. Breath in to lift the right. And breath out to release down. Breath in left. And breath out to release down. So just a small movement. All the movement coming from the leg. So you don't want to see the lower back moving like it does in that one. So you just want to keep the lower back nice and still. If you want to take this up, we come to a double leg. So take a breath in to lift and breath out. Keep the legs nice and straight, no tension in the upper body. Breath in and out. Breath in and out. 2 more like that. Take your breath in, abdominals engaged and out. Last one, breath in and lift, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest the legs down. Push onto the hands. We're going to come back into our shell stretch. So just resting the back side onto the heels and bring the hands around. Nice curve in the spine and just rest the head down. We're nearly there for this first video. So what time are we at? Yeah, 25 minutes. I think that's enough to start. We're just going to do a cat and cow stretch just to really feel some stretching in the spine. I am conscious of people having sat for probably a week at this stage, more sitting than normal. So stretch out the spine. So starting in neutral here. So looking straight ahead, I want you to take a breath in, and on a breath out, you're going to tuck the head under, lift the shoulder blades apart, belly button up towards the spine, tuck the tailbone under. Take a breath in here, and on a breath out, push the tailbone back, belly drops, chest drops, and finally looking forward. Take a breath in here, and on a breath out, you're going to tuck the head, shoulder blades lifting, belly button up towards the spine, tuck the tail under. Take a breath in here, and on a breath out, push the tailbone back, belly drops, chest drops, and looking forward. We can speed that up into 2 breaths. So take a breath in, tuck the head under, shoulder blades up, belly button, tuck under, and breath out, push the tailbone back, sequencing all the way through the spine. Breath in, and out. One more breath in, and out. And done for today. So do let me know what you think, if you try it, if you want a few more videos like this. We don't know how long we're going to be out of sync, so we can do different type ones, focusing on the core, focusing on the back, some of our side lift ones, and then you can mix and match the videos. So if you do try it, let me know. Or if you have any feedback or any suggestions or ideas, then let me know. I need the interaction because I am missing everyone a lot. So any feedback you have would be great.